it's kind of karma, you know. I did the whole Emperor's Club thing and Emperor Fist Bumps, and you know, of course my heir will die when he's 69. That's just how it is.
It's actually going good. It's 38% war score in my favor.
The Italian Tuscan states of America.
Some of this stuff may be in the patch, some of this stuff may be in the expansion, and this is a quick heads up for you people out there that are thinking, that are watching. Whatever is said in this stream and whatever is showing, this is all beta. Some of this stuff may not make it to release. A lot of this stuff is experimental, and like I said, may not be part of the release. We don't know yet what is going to be patch stuff, what is going to be expansion stuff. Some of this may be, some of it not. It's more of a case of seeing what will be applicable at that point in time. But let's start first with religion, shall we? Religion has been overhauled slightly in this version of the patch, and as we look over towards Burgundy, if we see here to the conversion. If Burgundy decides to convert to Protestant, what will happen is, obviously, the new religion of Burgundy becomes Protestant. However, the amount of events which allow for auto-conversion within particular provinces has been lowered. Instead, it now increases your missionary strength to +8% for faster conversion rates. Basically, if he would convert now for 10 years, he will get +8 missionary conversion there. Another thing that has been added in that particular form, there's been quite a lot of overhauls when it comes to religion. For instance, Coptic, Ibadi, and Dharmic religions have been added to the game. In the case of Dharmic, it's a particular new religion group that will add Sikhism to that particular group, and I believe Hinduism is also part of that, but that is still under consideration. We're not quite sure whether or not some of this stuff is going to be the case or not. However, what this means is you're going to get far more control when it comes to controlling your general stuff within conversions. And I already see a couple of people in the chats asking about trade stuff. We have trade stuff. Like I said, hold on. Let me show you camera. I've got 2 whole pages of stuff. 2 whole pages. I'm just starting at the top. Don't worry, we'll get to the straight stuff sooner or later. Sorry, I just need to get some coffee. In the meantime, there is some war going on. Cadillac has some war. Mr. Nibbles has some war. And it looks actually that Mr. Nibbles is at war versus Orisia. Interesting idea there. Orisia has managed to pop up and is actually a Hindu feudal monarchy. Are down here, and they're most likely going to be vassalized fairly quickly within the Mughal Empire, and they will get a lot of trade power within into Bengal, potentially also down in here in the Ceylon. We shall see whether or not that is the case. But you know what? Let's see here what else we have. Religion for Let's see, change religion for Oman. So whether or not that means they are starting out as Shiites is a quick question. They're probably going to start now out as Ibadi rather than Shiites. Whether or not that is the case or not is a little bit under the question. They are actually Shiites so far, and it looks like that the new patch has kind of messed with the icons for what icon is actually referring to which religion, because Shiite right now is using the Dharmic symbol, so that will be overhauled. Like I said, this is all beta, nothing of this is final, and if anything crashes down in this game, it's completely within expectations. These things happen. It is beta after all. Let's see here. Micronesian Sea Unit has been nudged. We're moving that stuff around. Oh, you're like this. We add a new colonial region. We actually, I'm not going to show the entire map just yet, but the colonial region of Australia has been added to the game. We will delve into that a little bit later on. So we'll see how that all turns out. In the meantime, Wiz has gone to war with Hungary. We actually have a player war on our hands. Looks like Birkin and Wissington are at a war. What is the reason for this? It is actually the Austrian conquest of Zagreb down in here. And we shall see whether or not that's, yeah, there's no way in hell that Hungary can hold off the Austrian march, because Austria's got the entire coalition of Poland behind them as well. The Hungarian oppression of faithful Protestants must end. Wait a minute. Austria, are you Protestant? Yes, you are. We have ourselves a Protestant emperor on the map. Withington has gone a little bit crazy. So, Birkin is not too happy about seeing Catholicism being ripped asunder. The Austrian greedy empire, as it is being referred to in this particular session. The real question is whether or not we're going to be able to see any sort of result in this session, whether or not Hungary will be forced conversion. As Gugi looks from the other side, over the Gulf of Venice towards Hungary, not seeing all that much. But yeah, quickly looking over towards what sort of wars we have. Wissington, as we have Poland. The only war we have currently going on is this Austrian war. I'm going to take a look here at Hungary's setup. My mouse is a little bit annoying at the moment because I can't really move around that all that much. I'll take a look here at the total scores in the game. Ottomans are taking the lead, and score is something that we actually take. Whoever takes the top 3 in score in these sessions will go home with those prizes that we have. And last time it was trophies. Who knows what it will be next time? But so far, Ottomans are taking the lead, but that won't hold up, especially considering they're very, very constricted within the Middle East at the moment, so that's not going to be very helpful. France taking the lead. They haven't really consolidated all their power just yet, so their growth is still suboptimal. Austria in 3rd, Ming following suit as number 4. Ming was originally not part of the game, by the way. Oh, I can actually see most of the world because they have we currently have a bug in the game involving Observer. So TI is not really in effect at the moment. That's Terra Incognita, which means that I can scroll over the map. But Observer mode, just like I said, this is in beta. This is not going to be rolled out to you guys until it's all fixed. In the meantime, it does appear that Hungary is in a bit of a pickle. They don't actually have anybody to back themselves up with, as they are at a -40 war score so far, being crushed slowly but steadily. In the meantime, let's go over some of these patch notes more. Ooh, we have some trade stuff. Trade conflicts has been added. Justify trade conflicts. So we actually have trade conflicts being added to the game at the moment. You can't really do anything with them yet because the mechanics haven't been introduced properly. Like I said, beta will be beta. We'll probably have a better idea of what the functionality of that will be next week. However, we will delve into that more once they are ready. And that will happen sooner or later, regardless. Let's see. Yes. Dishonoring alliances has been changed. Before, if you would dishonor an alliance within the game, you would get a -100 modifier to your relations with the nation in question. That has now been changed. It is now -25, and instead of having a loss of... instead of having a decay of -1 per year, that has been lowered to a decay of 0.5. So effectively, the Dishonor Alliance modifier has been halved, which for some people that like to stab other people in the back, it would be very, very useful. So there you go. Big one right there. Let's see what else has been added to this particular expansion. Ooh. Emperor now only gives 1 additional diplomatic upkeep rather than 2. It appears that the Emperor has been nerfed ever so slightly, only getting 1 additional diplomatic point within the grand scheme of things. And in addition, there's a whole bunch of stuff regarding religion, which has been changed as well. Defender of the Faith now only gives +5 morale instead of +10. So Burgundy as well is having a bit of a problem. They are looking to change into a different religion. They just need to take a look to do what they can do. Basically, what the problem they had is that before the start of the game, they were already Protestant. However, considering the beta patch was only rolled out a couple hours ago, it means that basically they did not get the plus 8% bonus for conversion. And he has to wait until his king is dead until he can convert again. So he has a bit of a delay so far. So let's take a look here at the religion map mode, shall we? A bunch of stuff has not been added yet, mainly because we overhauled the religion system within the game, specifically because this is all terra incognita to us at the moment. I probably have to move over using this. There we go. Hindu is now here. As you can see, Sikhism is not really in the game at the moment, mainly because we're playing multiplayer as of right now, which causes all sorts of hilarious things to pop up, and with Terra Incognita is currently broken as well. So we're currently looking to fix that in the near future. But yeah, a lot of stuff being changed. For those people that are wondering how long these sessions take, we play about 30 years. We started in in the late 1400s, about 10 years ago. So we will be playing for 2 whole hours straight. We just started about 30 minutes ago, so 90 minutes of gameplay is remaining, and I will slowly but steadily go through the new features that have been added. As you can see, the war for Hungary has continued pretty heavily, as Austria has gone full, completely on deck here, trying to invade as much territory as they possibly can. So let's see what else we have here. Let's see. Well, obviously the spectator mode is currently broken, which isn't very useful for you guys to know. But let's see here. There's a bunch of stuff. Oh yes, controlling a cardinal now gives you +1% papal influence. That's a small thing, but it does help for those countries that want to go for the papal game and controlling the Curia, obviously. Let's need to drink some coffee here. Hold on. Ah, that's good. But like I mentioned earlier, Australia is now a colonial area as well. So we actually added that particular area to the game. So no longer will you only find colonial areas in North America. It has now been moved to down there. It looks like the world is at war. It looks like Portuguese conquest of Benin. Interesting. Let's take a look at the Benin. Ah, there we go. So they're going. Portugal is going for the conquest of the Africas, trying to find themselves a jumping point into Southeast Asia, perhaps, or maybe to get more control into the world, as they do have a small colonial empire in the top of North America, as at least what appears to be North America. There it is, and they have managed to get a couple of areas here. They're still colonizing. We got some sugar here. We got some naval supplies, and this is still being colonized. Actually, that's cotton being discovered here by the Portuguese, and as well as the Spanish are there as well, slowly but steadily trying to get it out. They got fish as their main good, which is not all that helpful at all. So let's see. What else is going on in the world? It looks like Johan is at war again, still with Hungary. Has he pulled in Doomdark yet? No, he hasn't. Meanwhile, France is at war with the Brittany, so they're going to try to integrate those fairly soon. Like I said, France is still consolidating his assets, trying to get within the trying to consolidate all this territory. He still needs to add Bourbon as well as that one over there. Maybe Provence later down the line, but there's a small Aragonese territory that he may or may not need to crush, as well as Foix. But we'll see if that happens or not. He has the option to get past the Liquor Act, the Edict of Nantes, which is okay, I guess. There's some stability modifiers that he can use, and he needs to annex Bourbon. It's probably a good thing to take a look here at what Austria actually has as a goal in the short term. Prove legitimacy. Well, they're down to 67. They get plus 50 a year, mainly because of their prestige bonus as well as the amount of royal marriages they have. It looks like Hungary wants to... Hungary will convert to Protestant. It has been offered. We'll see whether or not Austria will agree with that. It's an important step, but it has to happen because it looks like the Protestant nation will be affected in the confines of this world.